Hey, Falcons fans, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is going to absolutely blow your mind. We're talking about developments so explosive, so game-changing, that even the most skeptical fans are going to be jumping out of their seats. I've got insider information that's going to make you realize why this Friday night against Detroit isn't just another meaningless preseason game. It's the beginning of something legendary. Listen, I know what you're thinking. It's just preseason. Calm down. But hold on. What if I told you that while everyone's obsessing over our quarterback situation, the real story is happening on the other side of the ball? What if I told you that our defense, yes, our defense, is about to become the most feared unit in the entire NFC South? And what if I told you that our receiving corps just pulled off something in practice that has the entire coaching staff losing their minds? But wait, before I reveal these insane secrets that could change everything you thought you knew about this season, I need you to be part of this journey. If you're bleeding red and black, if you've been waiting years for the Falcons to rise again, this is your moment. Smash that subscribe button right now and join our Falcons family, because what's coming next is going to be historic, and you'll want to say you were here from the beginning. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a single update, because trust me, after what I'm about to share, you'll be refreshing your feed waiting for more. Let's build this brotherhood together. Are you with me? Let's rise up. Before we dive into the absolute insanity that went down at IBM Performance Field, let me paint you a picture. It's Tuesday, rain pouring down, forcing the team indoors. The media is there, but the fans can't see what's happening. Perfect conditions for something special to go down, right? And boy, did it ever. But first, let's talk about Friday night. Raheem Morris dropped a bombshell yesterday that's actually a genius move disguised as a conservative decision. Our starting quarterbacks? They're sitting. Both of them. You heard that right. But here's where it gets juicy. This isn't about protecting them. This is about unleashing something that opposing offensive coordinators are going to have nightmares about. Folks, our 2025 draft class is about to take center stage, and I'm telling you right now, write these names down because you're going to be screaming them all season long. We've got three absolute monsters ready to terrorize the Lions' offense, and one of them has been the talk of every single training camp session. This defensive unit isn't just good, they're different. We're talking about a complete transformation, a metamorphosis that's going to shock the entire league. Remember when everyone laughed at us for our defensive picks? Well, guess who's laughing now? These rookies aren't just competing for roster spots, they're competing to see who can cause more chaos. The energy at practice has been electric, and there's one player, an alpha, who's driving this defense to levels we haven't seen in years. When this guy brings it, and let me tell you, he brings it every single day, the entire defense transforms into something terrifying. We're not just talking about good defense, we're talking about the kind of defense that creates turnovers, scores touchdowns, and completely demoralizes opponents. Now, let's get to what happened Tuesday that has me losing my mind. Picture this: indoor practice facility, limited visibility, media struggling to see everything clearly, and then IT happens. Our number one receiver goes nuclear. 5 targets, 5 catches. That's not just good, that's perfection. But wait, it gets better. This isn't just catching routine passes. We're talking about spectacular grabs, the kind that make defensive backs question their career choices. The ability to go up and get IT was on full display, and every single defensive back in that building knew they were witnessing greatness. But here's the crazy part, and I mean absolutely insane. This same receiver decided to show off and throw a pass. Yeah, you heard that right. A wide receiver throwing passes in practice. Now, it didn't go exactly as planned, but the fact that they're even trying this stuff? That tells you everything about the confidence and creativity flowing through this offense. And it's not just the starters making noise. We've got a receiver who's been taking significant first-team reps, and on Tuesday, this guy made a catch that had the entire facility going bonkers. Double coverage? Doesn't matter. Ball placement challenging? Who cares? This player maintained control going to the ground in traffic, showing the kind of hands that make quarterbacks fall in love. But the real show? The one-on-one battles between receivers and defensive backs. For the first time in training camp, we got to see these warriors go at it, and let me tell you, the intensity was off the charts. Full pads, full contact, and egos on the line. One particular receiver pulled off a one-handed grab in the end zone that was so filthy, so disrespectful, that the defensive back had to immediately run to the coaches for counseling. Now, everyone wants to talk about the quarterback situation, right? Well, I've got stats that are going to make this conversation even more interesting. Both our quarterbacks were dealing on Tuesday. We're talking about completion percentages that would make Aaron Rodgers jealous. 13 of 18 for one, 13 of 17 for the other. That's elite accuracy in full team drills. But here's what nobody's talking about: the interceptions. 3 picks thrown, and each one tells a different story about this team's defensive evolution. One bounced off a receiver's hands, that's concentration. One in the red zone, that's situational awareness. And the last one? On a trick play. Our defense is ready for everything. You want to know what's really going to separate us from the pack this year? Speed. I witnessed something in special teams drills that literally made my jaw drop. We've got a player who completely outran 2 defenders down half the field. Not beat them by a step, demolished them. This is the kind of speed that changes games, that turns routine plays into touchdowns. And speaking of game changers, let's talk about our defensive coordinator's master plan. They're implementing something called preventative maintenance with key players. You know what that means? We're being smart. We're not grinding our stars into dust before the season even starts. We're keeping them fresh, keeping them hungry. But beyond all the catches, the interceptions, the speed, there's something bigger happening here. There's a culture being built, and it's being driven by players who bring it every single day. When your defensive leader shows up with maximum energy daily, it's contagious. The entire unit feeds off it, and suddenly you've got 11 guys playing like their lives depend on every snap. The offensive line rotation on Tuesday? Genius. We're building depth. We're creating competition. Every single position is up for grabs, and that's creating an environment where mediocrity goes to die. So when you tune in Friday night against Detroit, don't be fooled by who's not playing. Focus on who is. You're going to see hungry rookies trying to prove they belong. You're going to see defensive schemes that haven't been unveiled yet. You're going to see the foundation of something special being laid right before your eyes. The Lions have no idea what's coming. While they're preparing for vanilla preseason football, we're about to unleash controlled chaos. Our defensive rookies are going to get their first taste of NFL action, and I'm predicting at least 2 turnovers and 1 defensive score. Mark it down! Falcons Nation, we're not just building a team, we're building a dynasty. The pieces are falling into place in ways that even the most optimistic fans couldn't have imagined. Our receiving core is deadly. Our defense is transforming. Our special teams have game-breaking speed. And here's the thing that should have every NFC South team terrified: we haven't even shown our full hand yet. The creativity in practice, the trick plays, the defensive disguises, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Wait until we unleash the full playbook. Wait until these rookies get comfortable. Wait until this team gels. Rise up, Falcons Nation! This Friday isn't just the start of preseason, it's the beginning of our revenge tour. Every team that counted us out, every analyst who picked us last, every rival fan who laughed at our moves, they're all about to eat their words. Share this with every Falcons fan you know. Get to that stadium Friday night and make it loud. Show these rookies what it means to play for Atlanta. Because I'm telling you right now, this team is special, and you're going to want to say you were there from the beginning. The countdown has begun, 33 days until we shock the world against Tampa Bay. But it all starts Friday. Don't blink, don't miss it, because the Atlanta Falcons are about to remind the entire NFL why you should never count us out. Go Falcons!